Hey guys, it's Margaret. So today is a very special back to school themed edition of 17's Plan With Me series. When I would go back to school, my favorite thing to do was plan out all of my school supplies. I would literally start in July and go to Office Max or any office store, and I would set out all of my supplies and it would make me so happy. So I thought, what better way to ring in the new school year than to curate a whole bunch of notebooks for you guys that I think are the best and would suit a variety of needs. So whether you are trying to save money, whether you're going abroad, whether you're a little bit into techie stuff, I have everything for you guys. But before we get started, make sure you subscribe to 17's YouTube channel so that you don't miss out on any of our future tips and tricks. Okay, let's go. So first I'm gonna lay out all the notebooks so that you guys can get kind of a big picture view of how many notebooks I'm gonna show you guys and the different types. So this first notebook I'm gonna show you guys is great for when you have a class where you need multiple notebooks and you wanna keep them all in one place. So for example, I know that in high school, I had this math teacher that was super strict, and he always wanted us to have two notebooks, one for our homework problems that we'd turn into him, and one to take notes. And oftentimes I would lose one or misplace one, and it was crazy. So I want a place to put them all together, and I have just the notebook for you. I got this gorge notebook from Van Doe. It features this beautiful floral print, and it's a faux leather, so it's super sturdy. And all you do is unzip it, and then you have all of your school supplies for that class and your notebooks inside. So as you can see when we open this up, it has two notebooks inside, one small and one big. And the smaller one actually is the same print as the outside of the binder. And this larger one is a really nice graphic print. And then on the side, you've got a really cute little place for your pens right here. And you also have a place for cards. And you have a cute little pocket that you can put more school supplies in. And there's some cute little pockets right here that you can put any handouts that your teacher might give you. And then on this side, there's also more space. Another pocket, another couple pockets actually, and then another cute little spot to put more cards. This side would be great for any index cards that you have that you're using to study for. And then you can see when you open up this notebook that both of these are actually just traditional notebooks that have pockets inside and a little spot to put the date. And here's another large notebook. It's the same as a small notebook, but it features more room for notes. So for example, is if you have a science class and a lab accompanying it. So in this case, the large notebook would be great for any class notes or lecture notes that you need, and the small notebook would be great for any information or notes you need to record during your lab. And look how nice and easy the notebooks fit into your binder, and it's super easy to close. And there you have it, all of your school supplies and multiple notebooks for one class in one place. How easy is that? So moving on, but in a similar vein, this is a Staples ARC notebook. It comes in two different sizes, and it has a very sturdy cover and lots of cool features inside, so it makes it great for one subject or for several subjects. So let me show you the inside. So when you first open up, there's a great little pocket on the left for any handouts that you get from the class. And then you'll see that you have your nice notebook paper. It's super easy to tear out and also put back in. So if you ever need to remove or add pages, because I know I would always make mistakes when I took notes, it's a super easy notebook to use for that reason. And this notebook makes it super easy to write down the topic and date at the top so you can separate out your notes for one class. This is the same notebook, but in a smaller size. So you can see it still features a small pocket here for handouts. It also features the same easy to remove and put back in paper. Okay, so let's say for this small notebook, you're using it for one class, but you want to divide it up into sections. So one section for notes, one section for lab, and one section for homework. The small ARC notebook comes with 5 dividers, and that make it super easy for you to divide up your class. So this section would be notes, this section would be for lab, and this section would be for homework. And one section that's super great for a notebook like this is a study section, because once you're done studying for the test, you can take it right out. And now you can see all of your sections super easily. So now I'm going to walk you through how you can divide up the big notebook for several subjects so that your back doesn't break trying to carry this super heavy backpack around. This section will be for science. This section will be for math. This section will be for history. And there you can see all of your subjects perfectly divided. This notebook is also great because it's a huge money saver. If you're midway through the year and you've already used up the whole notebook, you don't need to buy a whole new notebook. All you need is a couple new pages. You take out the old pages and put the new ones in, and there you go. You practically have a brand new notebook. Sometimes I don't want anything fancy. I just want a regular old notebook with regular old lines that doesn't have anything hanging off of it, or it's divided into hundreds of sections. I can just make it my own with the lines itself. And if you're like me or feel the same way, I have a couple really cool notebooks to show you. Here are some really beautiful blue notebooks. One features a nice horizontal graphic print, but this other one has a velvet blue cover, really soft, and the edging is actually gold. So I think it's pretty obvious what these two notebooks are. So this one has some gold lines, and this one has regular old lines. Pretty self-explanatory, right? Not every student is going to be spending their semester in the US. They likely are going to be going abroad. I know if I had gone abroad, I really would have wanted this notebook. It's from Bandeau. It features a really sturdy hard cover and rose gold foil, my fave. So first, let's start off with the band that holds it together. It's really nice and tight so that it keeps everything inside, and it's super easy to take off. Then you open it up. It features several tabs so you can divide up all of the information that you'll need going abroad. So there's a tab for calendar, which gives you a very big picture view of the entire year, super helpful. It also features a tab for map and info. And since it's a binder, you can include several different little handouts, or if you have little maps or anything that you want to actually put into the binder, it's super easy to add. You just hole punch it and put it right in. So when you flip open to the map and info section, you'll see that you have a ton of different translations here for common words. Again, super helpful for wherever you're going. A beautiful map and more translations for you. On to the dreams section, which every notebook needs. This is where you can put the cities you want to see, places you want to stay, food you want to try, things to do, people to visit, and places to shop. This is an absolutely necessary section for anyone traveling, let alone studying abroad. The next section is for packing. This section is also an absolute must. Think about all the things that you could possibly forget while you're there, and you're there for the entire semester, so it's not like you can just hop home. Here, you can write down everything you need to pack, like travel documents, tech, accessories, a huge list for clothes, shoes, jewelry, and fun things. And a fun note at the bottom that says leave room in your suitcase for souvenirs, and leave room for shopping, because that's probably all I would do abroad. This section also features several pages worth of things to pack in case you need extra room. Each page also has fun little reminders that change. Here is where you can write your day-to-day schedule. This is where I would put all the information that I would need to get to class, where the class is, and everything that I need to bring to that class. So here there's a section for the date, the highs and lows of that day, and then a space for how you're gonna get there, where you're gonna stay, and then all of your morning, afternoon, and evening plans for that day. Again, this section includes several pages, so you have lots of room to include all of your class schedule and information. Here's your section for notes. It features standard lined paper. This section features tons of paper, so you can even use this as a notebook for your class. Oh, and look at this, fun little graph paper. It's also perforated in case you want to rip it out and use these as index cards. And last but certainly not least, there's a section for fun. Can you get more fun than these stickers? And there's 2 pages worth. Here, you have a couple postcards, so you can send them to your family back home. And in the very back, there's a clear pocket where I would put my pens, pencils, and erasers. If this notebook doesn't prepare you for traveling abroad, I don't know what will. It'll make you super organized, and you can even use it as a notebook for your class. So moving on, I'm gonna show you guys one notebook that's a little bit more intricately separated, and 2 notebooks that are less separated and just more fun to look at. I know in our last rendition of our best notebooks for school, we discussed this notebook here. This notebook features a lot of organizational tips and tools that they included that not really everyone needs. So I'm gonna walk you through this one, and then I'm gonna show you 2 notebooks that are less intricately separated and might be better for someone who doesn't really want all of that help. First, it features a band that holds your notebook together and a little place on the side for a pen. When you open up this notebook, you'll see that you have several different tools and tables. Then, when you flip the page, you'll see that you have more charts and tables. and your first page. All of the pages have the months listed on the top and the number of the day of the week. So let's say it's August 20th. You would circle August 20th, and then you would write the subject. So let's say this is my notebook for math. Then here I'd write all of my notes. So let's say on the same day I use this notebook for both math and science. All you do is write science in the next subject line and put your notes below it. Let's say you're someone who doesn't like all of that information in one notebook and you want one that's simpler. I have these two notebooks here. This one's from Bando, and this one I just got at your local office supply store. And they're both very simple and easy to use. Let me take you through them. So first, I'm gonna walk you through this rather inexpensive but very nicely patterned notebook. It's very simple, has ruled lines, and just one box at the top that you can put your subject in. But what's great about this notebook is that it's divided into sections by color. So if you need to use it for several sections within a class or several subjects, it's got you covered. So you can use this purple for one section, the orange for another, the teal for another, and this lighter purple color for another section. With this next notebook, dreams really do come true. It has a cover that features letters that are all velvet. And it also features a really beautiful pink spiral, which is a very unique trait. When you open up this notebook, you'll see that it has a nice, pretty pink pocket for all of your handouts. And then all of the paper is ruled, but it has a small section at the top for the date and a little section for your header. This notebook is great for when you're studying because it has a section for your header and your date. So when you're looking back at the notes that you took, you know where to start studying. It's small, lightweight, and just outright beautiful. Now I have a super special surprise for you guys. I'm gonna show you guys the Rocketbook Wave, which you can put in the microwave and it literally will erase all of your notes. So because of that, it's reusable. You don't have to keep buying a new notebook. All you have to do is take your notes, upload them to your phone, and erase them in the microwave. So the way this works is you have to use a special kind of pen. They're called Pilot friction pens, and you can get them at really any office supply store. But just in case, they do include one pen in the package. So I'm gonna show you guys how it works. I'm gonna write the class name on the inside cover next to the icon I wanna use for that class. So let's say I'm taking notes for my science class. You're gonna circle the icon for that class at the bottom. So I have my phone open to the Rocketbook app, and I'm ready to scan my page. All you do is press this center button for a new scan. Now it's downloaded the notes, and I'm ready to look at them. And here they are. It even recorded what section I circled at the bottom. Now it's the end of the semester and I'm ready to use this notebook again. So I need to put it in the microwave. The way this works is you're gonna put the book into the microwave with a cup on top of the blue circles that is 3/4 of the way full with water. Once the blue icon has changed color, you'll know that your notes are gone. This is crazy. All of my notes are gone. Hasn't this blown your mind? I was completely shook when I saw what this notebook could do. And that's a wrap on all of my favorite notebooks for school this year. I had so much fun researching and exploring all the different notebooks out there. And I know that it can be really stressful because there's so many different types. But I really hope that this video makes your notebook buying experience way more fun and your schooling way easier. I'd love to know which notebook you guys end up using, so comment below. And before you go, please make sure to subscribe to 17's YouTube channel so that you can catch all of our future tips and tricks. Have fun shopping for your next notebook.